Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is that you are working on this. This is 13.4. Today we are working with adding and subtracting on a number line. And so today our I can statement is I can add and subtract on a number line. We have worked with number lines since the beginning of the year. So this is going to look very familiar to you, except this time around this is not an open number line. This is a number line that already has the numbers already written on for you. So if we look down here before we even start with the solve and share, if we look here, we have any number that ends with a 0 in the ones place. So 0, 10, 20, and 30 are all the bigger lines. And then there are 10 dashes in between with the every 5 being in the middle. So we're going to work on measuring today, but in a different way. So our story says Amelia walks 18 blocks on Monday and 5 blocks on Tuesday. How many does she walk in all? So then it says use the number line to tell how many she walks, and then write your equation to show your work. So I'm going to show you what they're going to be looking for today in today's math. So we want to know how many in all. That's going to tell us we're going to add here. So we're going to start with how many we added on Monday. So we start with 18. Okay, she walks 18 blocks on Monday. So this is going to be our 18 mark on our number line. So she starts at 0 blocks and she walks 18. That's going to be on Monday. Then she walks 5 blocks on Tuesday. So from this 18, we're going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what she walks on Tuesday. So I'm going to add here my 5. And then we're going to figure out how many is that total. So I drew what she walked on Monday and then what she walked on Tuesday. So I know that here's 20, so I'm just going to add on 21, 22, 23. So the total amount of blocks that she walked on Monday and Tuesday is 23. And I showed Monday and Tuesday in a different color. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just use the same color, and maybe up here you write M for Monday and T for Tuesday. It's completely up to you. This is what we're going to see in today's math. So up here, we're just going to start with the first just review problem. So it says Amelia walks 17 blocks before dinner and 8 blocks after dinner. How many does she walk in all? So again, just like we did on the page before, we start with how many she walked first. So she walked 17 blocks. We start at 0. We draw our line and stop at 17. Then we want to add on the 8 more blocks that she walked. So we draw the line here to add on 8 more. We can also do the same thing with subtraction. So for example, we have Amelia buys 17 feet of rope. She cuts off 8 feet of rope to make a jump rope. How many feet does she have left? So to do subtraction, we're going to basically do the same thing. We'll start at 17 because that's how much she has. Okay, so they drew that line from 0 to 17. That's how much rope she has. Then she cuts off 8. So we're going to draw our arrow back 8, and our ending point is at 9. So she has 9 feet of rope left. Okay. So down here in our Do You Understand box, it says explain how to add 14 inches and 11 inches using a number line. I'd like you to pause your video and tell me how you would do that. So this is the answer. Something similar to this is what you should have as an answer. First, you go from 0 to 14, and then you count on 11 more. So here we're going to use this number line. We have an addition problem and a subtraction problem. We'll just go over the addition one together because they have done all of the work for you. So we start with 21. So we draw that arrow and stop at 21. Then we're going to add 7 more. So we just count over 7, stop the line, we're at the number 28. So here, I'm going to use 2 different colors so that it's easier for you to see. I'm going to do green first. So we're going to start at 0, and we're going to draw our line all the way over to 28. So this is where the stopping point is. You can count over, or you can say count over to 30 and count back 2. Okay, I'm going to make this an arrow because we were adding the first time. Now it says we're going to count back 14. So I'm going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm going to make my arrow go this way. And this is where I stop, and this happens to be number 14. Okay. Again, just using a number line to help us measure a certain amount of distance. You're going to continue doing this. You can see that they've given you number lines of 100s. So you're going to do a little bit of addition and a little bit of subtraction. So make sure you're paying attention to the sign here that they've given you. Or sometimes they use the word plus, which is another way to say that we're going to add. If you have any questions, please make sure you send me a message on Remind, and I'll get back to you shortly. Have fun. Bye.